The Universe Survival Arc is here, and the best and legal way to watch Dragon Ball Super in high definition subtitled is with the official sponsor of the Geekdom 101 Dragon Ball Super reviews, and that's Crunchyroll. And you can still get 30 free days of premium access, gives you hundreds of hours of unlimited anime. Crunchyroll.com/geekdom. Sign up today and support Dragon Ball Super. Unless you've been following me for a really long time, you wouldn't know this. Little fun fact, my favorite character when I was younger in Dragon Ball Z was Fat Majin Buu from the Japanese version. So I have been looking forward to this episode for quite some time. Dragon Ball Super episode 79 is here. How does it go? Let's see. Daikyuju Kemi no Basil vs. Dynamaujo Majin Buu, which translates to Universe 9's kicker Basil versus Universe 7's Majin Buu. The last episode of Super, which was 78, ended with a cliffhanger where Basil was fighting Buu in the pre-tournament warm-up fight for Future Zeno, and Basil started nailing some really good kicks and knees to Majin Buu and appeared to have knocked him down, but Majin Buu smiled, and that's where we left off last week. And this week continues the battle. And if you like action, folks, this episode is for you. This was an action-packed episode of Dragon Ball Super, the kind that really needs to happen a lot more often, because I love the slice of life stuff and I love the fight stuff, but usually the fights don't end up being that great. At least they weren't early on, but now I think the animators and Toei really have the hang of it, because I really love this episode. So, a couple things about the episode, okay? First of all, the Kaioshin from Universe 9, Ro or whatever, he's a dick. He's such a freaking shit-talking prick, dude. It's not even funny. The episode actually starts out with him gloating and talking shit about how strong Basil is, and he introduces the three, canines as the Trio of Danger. I've been calling them the Deadly Trio or the Dangerous Trio. It doesn't matter, but the actual name is the Trio of Danger. And, of course, even Kibito comments that the Kaioshin's being very, very rude. Ro is his name. He's being very rude and very obnoxious for a Kaioshin. So, Basil versus Buu continues. Basil continues to pummel Buu with kicks. Buu, of course, gets laid out. And then he's on the ground. He turns around and just starts laughing and giggling. Just giggling and laughing like a maniac. Treating this fight as a joke. And even though this is not the actual Universe Survival Tournament, like this is not the actual tournament itself, it's still like, dude, this is serious business here. You know what I'm saying? So, Buu gets up, and he's like, let's keep going. Lunges at Basil with punches. He goes for a punch, misses, fires a ki blast. Basil uses his knees and his feet to dodge him. Kicks Buu in the face like a ping pong. Kind of like what Goku did against Buu in DBZ. Just punching him. Really, really fast action here. Really fast action. I enjoyed this part of the fight a lot. We then get to a conversation between Goku, Gohan, and Satan, where Goku makes a very interesting point that I think may come into play in the future. He says that the Universe 9 fighters are very unique in that he cannot sense their energy. Now, the last time we had a problem like this was with, well, the gods, like Beerus. You can't sense their energy. Now, Goku has been trained on how to use God Ki, so he should be able to figure out how to sense them when he goes to his God form, but he just can't do it. So I'm wondering if these guys in Universe 9 have a completely different kind of energy that we have never seen before. Or maybe they know how to mask it. I don't think that's the case, though, because when Basil was using the kick techniques, it was definitely energy. So I'm wondering if these fighters are going to be giving Goku and the gang any kind of trouble when we get to the actual tournament. Now, Goku is very hyped to fight these guys. He wants to know, what the other guys are capable of. And, of course, we're going to get that in the tournament. Now, Basil then powers up, and we have this awesome, big, red and orange aura. Really just screams. Just classic DBZ power-up. Wind flies everywhere. Very, very cool. And so you see this big energy. Like, he gets big. And then his feet light up like on fire. Like his feet light up on fire, Basil's. And it reminded me of Fei Long from Street Fighter. I don't know if you guys remember Fei Long when he does like the spinning dragon kick where his foot lights on fire. That's what Basil did. And he starts to freaking throw Majin Buu around like a jabroni with these kicks left and right, firing ki blasts from his feet. So whenever Basil becomes playable in a future Xenoverse game, expect him to have all kicking attacks, which makes sense, right? So the action is very, very fast. Again, kudos to the animation team. It looks freaking beautiful. Basil is talking shit to Buu again, and Ro is so cocky that he thinks that Basil can beat everyone in Universe 7 by himself, but Majin Buu is not finished. He gets up and he's ready to fight again. Of course, Majin Buu's durability has been the talk of the town since the beginning of that character, in that he can take a punishment, Majin Buu can. And I really want to put over Kozo Shioya, who is the voice actor who plays Majin Buu in the Japanese version. Did a really fantastic job in this episode. The laughing, the giggling, the attacks, the seriousness, he really did a really great job here. So Buu starts laughing again, then he looks down and he has a giant hole in his chest, or in his stomach, right around there. Universe 9 guys are shocked. Satan apparently has been hurt in the crossfire of the big explosion. Buu wants to heal him, but Satan says, no, just go fight, don't worry about it. Which tells me, like, I was already thinking, okay, he's probably faking it just to motivate Buu. So he gives him that little pep talk, and Buu, of course, because that's his boy, he gets serious, starts pounding his chest, and steam comes out of his freaking holes. Classic Majin Buu. We have not seen Buu fight this way since Dragon Ball Z. Like, not even the Beerus fight did we see the classic Majin Buu, with the steam coming out. So, Basil, now let's get to the most awesome part of the episode. Basil fires another ki blast. Buu grabs the ki blast, deflects it back. It looks awesome. And it flies over to Universe 11 with the mysterious cloaked guy who grabs the blast and literally disintegrates it into nothing, bro. They zoom in and we see through the cloak the mustache, the Fu Manchu. So yes, if you are late to the party, folks, the man under the cloak who people have been speculating about is indeed Toppo from Universe 11. I did a video about this earlier this week. I will leave videos down below in the description if you are behind on the news. This is not a spoiler. This is actual press releases from Toei, character reveals. He is Toppo from the Pride Warriors. I think they were called the Pride Warriors. Pride Squadron from Universe 11. And he's supposed to be so badass, guys, that he was once in line to be a god of destruction. He just disintegrates the blast like nothing. That was the rawest shit this whole episode. I can't wait to see this guy freaking fight. Big ass mustache too, like Yosemite Sam. Anyways, Majin Buu attacks, does the ear clap on Basil, pounds him down. Goku's marking out like a freaking 10-year-old John Cena fanboy. Buu's won the fight, but he eliminates, basically, okay, here's what happens. He ring outs Basil, right? But the Omni Kings don't like that. Goku's like, well, when you get eliminated via ring out, you win. But the Omni Kings are like, wait a minute, no, that's not good enough. The Great Priest says, no, brother, we ain't doing no ring outs. That's right. Knockout or submission. Listen to what I just said. Knockout or submission. None of this pussy ass ring out bullshit, all right? None of this, ring out. To win the fights, you got to knock your opponent out or make him say uncle, all right? I love it. I love this change. I really do, because now you really have to beat your opponent to win this freaking tournament or win the fights. I love it. So then Basil's like, all right, I'm going to get serious. He powers up this awesome transformation. He gets really buff. Like, it's not a transformation. Let me take that back. He just powers up and gets buff, kind of like, like a lot of characters do in Dragon Ball. Trunks did it, Broly did it, but it's not really a transformation. At least it hasn't been categorized as one. Maybe it actually is, but didn't look like one. He's got some red aura coming off of him. Then they start fighting, and this fucking fight is amazing, dude. They're just swinging, blocking. Some hits are connecting. You've got to see it. I can't wait to watch the episode again later on in HD on Crunchyroll to see, how beautiful it looks in 1080p on Premium, because it looks amazing. I didn't watch it in HD first time. Basil nails Buu and knocks him back. Buu gets up again. He kicks Buu in the face and then does the freaking river dance on my dude's face. He literally stands on top of Buu's face and does the damn river dance, bro. I ain't even making this up. fires a gigantic ki blast, and I'm talking about like atomic bomb shit, puts a fucking hole in the ring, bro. Sorry if I'm cursing a lot, I'm just really excited, alright? I apologize if I'm offending somebody out there by cursing, even though most of you guys don't care. So Basil's laughing, he did it. Universe 9 Ro is talking shit. Basil's laugh is freaking funny as fuck. I love this character. Buu gets up as a ball, then he does the boo, puts himself back together, you know, just back in there. He's like, you're strong, but I'm stronger. This episode is so alpha. So what does Buu do? Powers up a Kamehameha, fires the Kamehameha at Basil, and because Basil is exhausted with his feet, he can't move out of the way because it requires your feet to move. His feet are tired from him using them in this fight. He can't move out of the way. He eats the Kamehameha right to the fucking face. Huge explosion. They cut away. They come back. He's all buff. His body breaks down and he does the Ric Flair flop. He's down. Basil is maxed out. Cannot take anymore. The winner is Majin Buu, and still the super heavyweight champion Majin Buu. I loved this, especially as a Buu fan from childhood. I enjoyed this so much. Buu goes over to heal Satan, but Satan doesn't care. He gives him a big hug. Buu wants more praise. Then the Great Priest steps in, snaps his fingers, and the entire ring is repaired in one shot. Then Gohan takes off his glasses. Up next, we have Lavenda versus Gohan. Lavenda asks, can we kill our opponent? And Bergamo says, do it to your heart's content, which is kind of scary. By the way, quick thing for you guys in case you don't know. Toei screwed up. They originally reported that Bergamo was going to be the poison guy, but no, it's actually Lavenda. More on that next week as Lavenda takes on Son Gohan, Goku's son. Next week, I will break down that preview on this channel probably tomorrow, but we'll talk about that then. I love this episode. I had such a good time watching it. It was a great classic Dragon Ball fight. I thought it was paced wonderfully. I thought it showed Basil being very impressive, and it showed Buu having a lot of durability, and it showed that Buu is still a badass motherfucker. I loved it. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Had such a great time watching this episode. And don't forget, guys, tons of videos for you to watch in the comments. All kinds of news here on Geekdom 101. Punch the subscribe button. And like always, guys, Crunchyroll is the official sponsor of my Dragon Ball Super reviews. I have to support them, and you should support them too. High definition anime, and it's not just Dragon Ball on Crunchyroll. There is a lot of stuff. And I should also mention Crunchyroll also has live action Japanese dramas. I've actually seen a couple of these a few years ago. I might check some more out here on Crunchyroll. So much stuff. I mean, there's just so much stuff to watch. It's like overwhelming, but in a good way. So check out Crunchyroll. As always, a friend of Geekdom 101 and of the channel and of me. Thank you so very much, guys. I will talk to you later.